Hey everyone, it's Uni here and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, we're in the second chapter of the second playthrough, so if you haven't already seen the previous playthrough, please go back and watch those. Otherwise, I feel like even though you can still get something out of the second playthrough, I feel as though it wouldn't give you 100% bamboozling. You'd probably get around 80% bamboozling, in my opinion. So if you haven't seen it already, go back and have a look. I do encourage you, before you do anything else, if you need to, please view the link down in the description box about the warning regarding this game. It's very important, so if you feel as though you need to visit that, you need a heads up about the content of this game. So it is pretty heavy duty. Please check that out. And also I do have links for some mental support hotlines as well in different countries around the world. So please utilize that as well if you need to. That being said, we'll continue on. So we played through the last playthrough, and that was very intense. I don't really have words for it, but this previous chapter that we just played, there's a lot of jump scares. There's a lot of jump scares going on. I have no idea what's going on. It seems as though the entire world is being rewritten without Sayori, but it still alludes to the fact that someone was there, because we get glitches and things like that. I was going to save my game during the last chapter, but I didn't want, because the save that I did in the last chapter of the first playthrough, it had like a screenshot that was very disturbing, so I didn't want to save, and I was really hoping that nothing crazy happened too much, just regarding the warnings of, because the game actually warns you to frequently save, so I wanted to try and utilize that, but I didn't want to flash up disturbing imagery again in everyone's faces, so I didn't do it. But then once I stopped recording and I went to save, all of my saves weren't there. So I guess that was good, because I then didn't get a confrontational image, but I guess the only thing we can do now is move forward. So yeah, I think we're set to go to continue on. I still have that, just kind of adds to my curiosity / confusion, so we'll keep going. I have no idea what's going on right now. Let me know your thoughts though, if you can help me out with what's going on at the moment. Without spoilers though, you want to be mindful of everyone else. So yeah, but yeah, let me know what you feel at the moment, what you're thinking. So we'll continue on. Hi again, Uni. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. I didn't even see that directly. I was just about to start reading again, but I saw it in my peripheral vision, and that was enough. Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Uni. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of jump scares. I'm feeling a lot of feels, but I'm in it for the long haul. I'm ready. I feel like I could be ready to run this gauntlet, but I don't know. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, hey. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Can you guys just like enter the room properly, please? There's no need for this. There's no need for this. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Okay, what's Monica gonna do? How's she gonna bamboozle us? I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why are you small? Why are you in front of everything? Why are you small? What? Why? What? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps the manga collection in the club room. I remember that line from the first playthrough. Why is she standing in front of it though? You're making it hard, Monica. I'm trying to read. Okay. Bye then. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It's true. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Uni. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Wait, what? No. It's a club. Everyone's supposed to participate and have fun. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Wait, no, she's fine. I like manga too. I was gonna join the anime club, but you guys made me feel bad, so I joined yours. Ah. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Yeah, that'd be rad! This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? What do you mean accidentally? She's cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. I'm still waiting for a bamboozling. That was like a triple whammy! Oh! Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Too. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Oh. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Yes, because we created a poem directed at her, so hopefully she'll notice us. I do believe that she is the next step in uncovering more of the storyline. So, I say reluctantly. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, that's cute. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Is it just me, or is there like a line through here? Is that supposed to be there? Can anyone else see that? Oh yeah, her eye is fallen down. Okay. Her eye is slightly fallen down. I love how I've noticed the tiny line through the screen, but I didn't even notice that one of her eyes have fallen down. Ha. The fast focus that I wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Yeah. Wait, what? It's moving! It's moving! Can you see that? It's really, really slow though. It's actually kind of amusing. Oh! And the music's different. Oh. Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. It stopped. Yeah, it was like slowly moving away. That's so funny. It was trying to be sneaky. Okay. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... you want me to... I can't stop looking at it. It's like, I want to just fix her eyeball up. I just want to fix it up. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I can't believe we're having, like, just a normal discussion. And her eye is out here. Like, it's so awkward. It's actually really funny. I wanted to reread some of it. Oh, didn't you just say that? Not for any particular reason. Oh, okay. There we go. It's all fixed. I was curious, how come we have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yay! She wants to share an experience with me. That's okay. I don't mind that. I like that. I like sharing experiences with people, because then you have something to talk about and you have something in common. It's really cool. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Oh, I'm just as clueless this time round as the last time. Oh my gosh. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Yeah, this is. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Oh, do I want to keep going? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Please tell me if I've just butchered that. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Oh my god! Might not read that, but thank you for your gift. Maybe you can summarize it for me. The people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines and lust for blood. Oh my god. The facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to— oh my god! I am not reading this. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, you think? Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's not as though I want you to stop because, like, it's freaking me out and I'll probably never touch this book ever or even poke it with a stick even. It's just because I'm worried about spoilers. I don't want you ruining it for me. I want to sit down in a dark room with a torch by myself in a haunted place and read it, because that would be the best time for me. Wow. This chick can handle stuff pretty heavy duty. I mean, yeah, yeah. I got nothing. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Yeah, I figured it was the book and not actually the action. Not to think about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Uni? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Well, that... yeah. That makes one of us. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Ooh, okay. Because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Wow. I don't agree with that for 1 second. I mean, there are bad people, yes. And we can self-sabotage. That doesn't make us primarily worthless. And a few people that are really bad doesn't therefore equal the world. So, that's a bit extreme. Okay, then suddenly I'm rambling, aren't I? Whoa, that wording though, whoa. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Yeah, don't apologize. You're passionate about this. I mean, I'm not about it, but that's okay. I like hearing your perspective. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, oh, my whole body gets incredibly, I don't know what it said. It just kind of disappeared off the screen. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. No? I mean, I can get lost in thoughts too, and have like maladaptive daydreaming, where I can get lost in a thought for a really long time and forget what I'm doing. I'm very visually oriented, okay? So I totally know what you mean. And that's why, like, poetry, even music takes on the form of colors to me as well. So, like, everything's visual to me. But I'm totally picking up what you're putting down, Yuri. Please stop me if I start talking too much. No way. You're not talking too much. You have passion. You're helping me understand a genre that I am fearful of because I don't understand it enough, I guess. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yes! It's exactly what I was saying. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh. Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's good that I'm checking. I mean, you should ask. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. Yeah, that's nice. I like doing work with people doing work as well, like classrooms, or like if I'm doing a group assignment with someone, or like, I don't know. I like it. It's good. Or you can have someone like on Skype or Discord or something, and you're both doing work and you can like bounce ideas off each other and help each other out with your tasks, or you know, like keep each other focused, or you know, try to think of words to replace other words, like if you need to. Like, it's really good. I really like it. Even if you're doing two different things, like it's just, I don't know, it's nice. Teamwork, yay. I realized that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. What? Sorry. I was just bathing in a feeling of... What? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Wait, what? Hold— oh, between the two of the desks. Okay. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yay! We're reading together! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. I see, teamwork! That's rad! And that way you're up to the same point, so you can discuss the same stuff. I think that's cool. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? Turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. She looks like annoyed that I'm not reading fast enough. I'm sorry. This is true IRL. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. It's probably accurate. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, it's okay to be friends, but Sayori's still my waifu, okay? Okay, I'm just doing this to avenge her. This is pretty cute though. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? What, really? That's kind of... what? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah. Well, that look was kind of creepy. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah, she's looking kind of, shell-shocked. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Wait, did something happen to her mouth? Did something just happen to her mouth then? I think I saw something out the corner of my eye. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Uni? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Oh, wow. But just, what? I mean, I know I'm kind of inconsiderate at times, but I'm not that jerky, jeez. No, nothing. Oh, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, there's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Oh! I can't show Yuri. Who should I show my poem to first? I get Natsuki. I haven't seen her at all. Really? Except when she tried to slide into my DMs and gave me a fright. That was super scary. Okay, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Oh! What the hell was that? What was that? What was that? Oh my god! Okay. Uni, if you don't get to take this club seriously, then go home. Well, if you could keep your eyeballs in your head, that would be great. That would be super rad. Oh my god. I can't be friends with you, Natsuki, if you're gonna keep jump scaring me like this. Oh my gosh. What? Harsh. Yeah, you can say that again. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. You just threw your eyeballs at me. At least I wrote a poem. Oh my god. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Whoa, that's savage. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Oh, these are the same poems as before. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I do like it. I liked it in the first playthrough too. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. This is all from the first playthrough too. But they're really good points about writing poetry if you're interested. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Oh, didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Huh. Monica was like in front of the words before. And everyone's been jump scaring me. So, prepare yourself. Hi, Uni. Please be nice to me, Monica. I'm scared. Having a good time so far? Freaking no. It's scary. Yeah, no, don't lie. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I don't know, maybe Natsuki should stop throwing her eyeballs at me, and Yuri should stop glitching out, and you should stop standing in the way of the words so I can read them. You know, just to name a couple. It might help get some new members too. Like, I don't know, my waifu would be great. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll just look at the aforementioned, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Hells yeah, everyone's jump scaring me. I don't want to, like, set them off. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm all settled in. Yeah, until I know what is going on. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Uni. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. I don't know, Natsuki like throwing her eyeballs at me. I think she's pretty comfortable. Nothing says feeling comfortable around someone quite like your eyeballs being thrown at them. Oh my gosh, that was just so random. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica in my poem. Great job, Uni. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. I guess. I mean, you can just put in some effort anyway. That's okay. Oh, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Hells yeah! She is the key to finding out a little bit more. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. Spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. I mean, yeah, that's what daydreaming is, essentially. Like, you're just doing something tedious and monotonous or repetitive or whatever, and you just, like, start thinking about something else. That's always more fun. Escapism. It's good. That's why we play games too. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Wow, this is, like, a lot of, like, really deep assumptions that you're telling like the new person about someone who's meant to be your friend. Like, probably shouldn't talk about someone like while they're not there, like especially assumptions. So, or something as serious or personal like that topic, like that's kind of a little bit bitchy, not gonna lie. I mean, I think it is. I don't know, what are your thoughts? What do you think? I want to know. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Oh no, yeah, I totally get that. I get tapped out and I need to sit in a quiet room. I get that. It's not bad. I mean, I've learned to adapt to it, so it doesn't make me any less valid or anyone else who operates like that any less valid. We just, I don't know, resonate a bit differently. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Wow, she's really tall too. Yay. Did I miss anything? Not really. Oh, okay, they're like swapping in and out. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Do I want to read your poem now? Is it gonna jump scare me? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Yeah, and you made the literature clubs, and this was your idea, so... Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That's accurate. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, okay. Hole in wall. I think we've already... Oh, okay. Hole in wall. I think this... Is this a continuation of a previous one? I think it might be... Yeah, I think this might be a continuation. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. There are others in this room. Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Oh. Okay. So what do you think? It's very serious. I'm pretty sure it's a continuation on from a previous poem that she wrote. I think. I have a feeling that it is, but please let me know in the comments down below if it is or if it isn't, because I would really like to know, to piece those together and see if it creates like a big story. That would be very cool. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. We already became friends with each other and then something ruined it, and I'm assuming it's you because I saw 2 of you on the title screen. But I could be wrong because it's easy to blame her because I don't know much about her. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I'm just gonna save real quick before that happens. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's really good advice. Who shall I show my poem to next? Oh! Yuri! Yay! As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Yay! Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh! He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Yeah, I played this game before called Doki Doki Literature Club. It really helped me out with my poetry writing skills. You would have loved it. There was this chick in it that looked just like you, but then there was this other girl who was like my best friend, and now she's gone in this alternate universe. And I thought I broke the game just then. Anyway, really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, it's kind of... I mean... I hope that she is inspired by the fact that I write really well, like, straight up. I hope that she's inspired, like... Oh yeah, like... Uni must be really good at writing poetry, and I'm really good at writing stuff or doing stuff too, like, and doesn't linger on the fact that, like, she didn't write to this degree straight up. I always get worried with stuff like that. Do you guys get worried with stuff like that, like being good at things and then people, like, getting offended by that? Have you experienced that? I've experienced that. It sucks. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. This is all from the first playthrough too. Her stammering is completely gone, her She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Love to share my thought process behind it. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I like where you can experience someone's creativity and then they give an explanation of their inspiration behind it, or, you know, what they were thinking or where they were at or whatever. I think that's really cool. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, that's what I think too. Ghost Under the Light. Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, we've read this one before too. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, that's true. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. And the poem's pretty good too! Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Just getting very hot. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Uni. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that— oh, I actually did glance over it. I realized I've already read it before. Ah, you recalled me. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Uni. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Hells yeah! The jump scares can, you know... Oh! Did you hear the music change? I heard the music change. The music changed slightly. It did, okay? It did. Go back and listen. Swear it did. Or it'll probably loop again. And you'll be able to hear it. Oh, it's good. I like how there's like little tiny tidbits of like creepiness that just makes you feel uncomfortable. But you can't quite pinpoint it unless you like notice it. It's just like an uncomfortable kind of feel, like on edge, hypervigilant kind of feeling. Like something feels off. Really like that. I really like that a lot. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. They're not judging you. I mean, kind of, but they're giving back constructive criticism. Except Natsuki was kind of savage. She was like, nah, there's no point in correcting this. Just start again. Here's my eyeballs, by the way. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Yeah, so we can learn. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Is she writing in a death note? They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they head in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oh! Is this the part where they start arguing and Sayori is meant to interject? But Sayori isn't around anymore. Which, yeah, completely heartbreaking, but yeah, she's not around anymore. What's gonna happen here? Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Hey, you told me to just rewrite my entire poem. Just calm your farm, okay? Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, that's not true. As I said in the previous playthrough, like, constructive criticism isn't necessarily a personal attack. It is just to help you learn and get better at doing something. Yeah. I mean, I know that it can hurt sometimes, receiving criticism. It can definitely hurt sometimes, receiving criticism. But if you feel as though it adds to your work and can actually help you, then it's not necessarily a bad thing. You've just learnt something new. So, which people did, by the way, did like her poem, by the way. Monika liked it, and Uni did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Well, Yuri probably likes it too. I mean, Yuri liked my poem, but she still said it was heaps newbie, so... And I'm okay with that. I mean, it's my first one, that's fine. And technically it's a jumble of letters. Jumble of words. So, first of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style, which is okay. Gracefully decline. That's fine. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. That's not needed. That is just sass. And Uni liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, I'm going to save real quick. I feel like I'm walking into a trap. It's a trap. Oh, eh? That's not what I. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Uni appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Uni started showing up. Oh my god. Natsuki, I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh my gosh. Take out your own insecurities and... Oh. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Okay, I'm just gonna, oh my god! Oh my gosh! What is going on? Oh, what is going on? Oh my gosh! You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. This is what I was saying, like, Sayori interjected last time. Oh my gosh! Me, look who's talking, you wanna be edgy. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I was just joking that Yuri was an edgelord! Why are you so angry for? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Oh my gosh! They are savage! See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? Oh my gosh! If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Whoa. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? I mean, that's accurate. But savage? Whoa, that delivery though. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. I mean, that can be adorable. Not necessarily like trying hard or something can be cute. I mean, and inspiring. You can be cute and inspiring at the same time. Oh man, this is making me feel uncomfortable. Just everyone calm down. Oh my gosh. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Yes. That was so funny. But you shouldn't say that. But it was pretty funny. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh my god! Natsuki, no! Oh, did you just accuse me of cutting myself? No, no. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Oh my god! Yeah, go on. Let Uni hear everything you really think. Oh my god, Natsuki, stop talking! I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Oh my god! Ah, suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Uni, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I— Whoa! Whoa! I mean, Natsuki took it way too far, but I am trying to— I feel as though Yuri is the next step to figuring out what's going on. So I am gonna go with Yuri by default, but I think Natsuki took it way too far. But Yuri said some really bad stuff too. I think they're definitely both in the wrong. But there's in the wrong, and then there's super crossing a line. Like, yeah. Whoa, that's real bad. Okay. Okay. Am I not meant to go with her? I don't like this game anymore. Oh no, I love this game, and oh my gosh! I can't press it anymore. Oh! Hello, Monica. Hello. Hello. Okay. Was I meant to go for Natsuki? Uh, um, hey Uni. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Wait, what? Why? Why are we why are we doing that? Hey, hey Monica, what's going on, huh? Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Uh, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Wait, what? No. I must find out more about Yuri and what's going on. For Sayori's sake. I'm still loyal to Sayori, okay? I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Oh no. 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 Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Yeah, they were super hurtful to each other. That's just horrible. Like, no good comes from that. It's just pain. And then you have those memories afterwards. Like, it's just, there's no coming back. There's no things are the same as they always were because there's that experience. So that's the thing. You can have whatever thoughts you want, but the moment that you put an act to them, can't take that back. You can have whatever thought you want. You can't take actions back. You can retract thoughts, can't retract action. So, not good. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Uni, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Wait, what? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. Oh, really? You think? It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Uni. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but Ooh! Yay! Chibi versions of them! Where they're not glitching out and there's no eyeballs thrown at me. Oh my gosh! What was that? Oh, okay. Heaven sent. Fantasy. Oh, damn it. Extreme? There we go. Embrace. Melancholy. Unrestrained. I mean, I would choose Captive just because of the book that she gave me. There we go. Destiny? Okay, there we go. Dream? Yeah. Starscape. Incongruent? I don't even know what that means. I guess it's the opposite to congruent. Please help me. I'm gonna choose that one because it's a really big word. Okay. Intellectual. Uncontrollable? Electricity? How is that a serious word? It's just like, it's literally a thing. Well, I suppose you can feel like an electricity between you and someone else. Unrequited, there we go. Crimson seems to be like a color that she would like. Aww. It's a waifu word. Okay, determination? Yeah. Beauty. Oh. Portrait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I chose this one last time, so I'll just choose it because I can't say it. Ooh, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. And with that, I'm gonna save. Cool beans. Oh my gosh, I got a royal bamboozlin. Oh. What do you think is happening at the moment? What do you Please tell me your thoughts. Also help me out with those words too, because I'm terrible with it. But yeah, I think we're on the right track with trying to befriend Yuri. It seems as though it's leading us down a path where, yeah, we're finding out a lot more context. Because the first playthrough I didn't really hang out with Yuri, like, at all. So I'm finding it really interesting to find her storyline. I have no idea what happened between Natsuki and Yuri, and yeah, Natsuki definitely shouldn't have gone so far. Like, it's okay to be angry with someone, it's okay to be disappointed, but you gotta keep your expression of that in check. It's okay to have emotions, but like I said, you can retract thoughts, you can't retract actions. So it's okay to feel things, but it's not okay to then hurt someone with how you feel. Because that's very very damaging, and no one gets anything out of it. Everyone gets hurt in the process. Everyone. So it's never a positive thing. It's never a positive experience. But anyway, please let me know your thoughts. Again, check out the links below. There's the link for the warning for the game, and also a link for mental support hotlines for like internationally. So please hit those up if you need to. Also, there's a link for the Discord as well, which I hang out with everyone there whenever I play these kind of games. It gives me, well, just life gives me like a right bamboozle, and there's a pretty rad crowd, and you can always find someone cool to talk to. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the Twitch stream and in the next video. Thanks so much for hanging out.